Hello, hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachel20, and I am finally sat alongside the man they call Yorkshire Tea.
Hello.
It has been far too long. It has been 3 or 4 months.
It seems like forever, and at the same time, it seems like no time has passed at all. Time, reality, memory have all lost their meaning over the last few months. One day seems very much like another, punctuated only by the endless family quizzes every Sunday.
Well, we now get to be a little bit more of a highlight in your week, and hopefully in the weeks of other people watching. As we get to an LP I've been looking forward to for a long time, Bioshock Blind. So T, what is your experience or knowledge of Bioshock in general?
Okay, so my entire experience with Bioshock basically extends to going to PAX in Seattle back in 2007, seeing a giant Big Daddy sculpture, and thinking, this game looks pretty cool. I must try and play it. I must try and play it when I've got a PC which can actually run it. And apart from that, pretty much nothing. I must confess, I do know that there is one phrase which has particular significance.
Oh, I see.
But I don't know the significance of it.
Okay. Well, that's going to be fun to...
I know that it's important, but I have no idea why.
So...
And there's some guy with a cane. And that's it.
Those
are the 3 things I know. Big Daddies, mysterious phrase with 3 words, and some old dude with a cane.
Well, that is more knowledge than I went with in with many years ago.
Oof.
But that being said, I don't think you know enough to actually spoil the experience. So I think
excellent.
We should go ahead.
Just to reassure people, I am fully wearing personal protective equipment. I have got gloves. I have got a mask. I have literally doused my entire body in hand sanitizer. So I pose no risk to Nat.
I might pose some risk to T, but I also haven't left the house in about 4 months. So.
That's good. I've spent most of my time out in the garden. Okay. It loads. No. New game.
New
That's
game.
the one.
Just tap A. It should be fine.
What are these video games? Dark grey box.
I don't even know if the brightness slider does anything, to be fair, so I would just tap A and go through it.
Nat, what would you say the average difficulty of this game is?
I would play medium. Medium. Like,
we're in this for the experience.
They aren't messing around with hard mode.
Right, okay. Adam is the canvas of genetic modification, but plasmids are the paint. Plasmids.
None of this will have any relevance at the moment.
Geeks, Lunatics Rebellion, and now Bleeding Ghosts. Ain't life in Rapture grand?
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
I guess surviving a plane crash is pretty special.
Yeah, I think, like, if you manage to get out of a plane crash, you've probably got something special or something lucky about you in life.
You know why they tell you to put your head between your legs in the event of a crash?
Why?
It's, I mean, you're going to die.
Yep.
But it's so that it preserves your teeth for dental records.
Huh.
The more you know, next time you get on a plane.
None of what you're doing matters.
Exactly.
Well, I think you've made the experience of being on a plane more horrifying for a bunch more people now.
Oh well, I'm assuming there's no survivors.
Well, it is flaming wreckage, so I presume most people didn't get out. Losers.
How did I get out?
Well, clearly you're not a loser.
So we've got a big old lighthouse here. There's the rest of the plane. Am I? No, I can't reach into level plank.
No, this isn't Titanic.
Why is it not sinking anymore? There's a whole ocean for you to sink in, plane. I'm going to assume that the plane didn't just accidentally like crash into the lighthouse, no, because there's nothing. The lighthouse seems fairly intact.
I presume that because there's a lighthouse here, the seafloor is actually quite shallow, deep enough like for a human to drown in.
So mid-Atlantic. It's not that strange volcanic island that rose up that now belongs to Iceland, is it?
I don't think so, no. Or at least I don't think you pass that on transatlantic flights usually.
Oh, I mean... So, well, we're halfway between Europe and the Americas. I guess the alternative is to go inside here. Into this spooky Art Deco lighthouse with ominously creaking closing doors.
He's giving you the stare. The stank eye. Look at him.
Well, at least his eyes don't rotate.
He's played enough horror games to know. Just double check.
Don't act as if that isn't the first thing you do whenever you come across statues with, you know, slightly with different textures for eyeballs. Great chain. It's possibly down here. One of those old-fashioned bathyscape. Bathyscapes?
Bathyspheres, I believe.
Bathyscape. I'm going to call it bathyscape.
It's a bathyscape.
It's a bathyscape. It's a bathysphere. I suppose it's more spherical than a scapey. Old-timey radio. Okay. Industry. I'm definitely getting a whole feeling of like 10 fathoms. No.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone.
No, says the man in London, it belongs to British people. I mean, this is 1960, I've been Howard Millen.
I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
I mean, I'm seeing one big flaw in this already. Wouldn't you, more to the point, practical concerns, wouldn't you be more constrained by being underwater?
Clearly not. They've clearly managed to make quite a big city underwater somehow. Look, if they manage it in Dubai, they can manage it here, clearly.
What, underwater cities?
They managed like an underwater building in Dubai. Quite big, apparently.
All good things of this earth flow into the city. So apparently their big innovations so far have been to develop fingers that you can self-light your cigarettes with.
Yep.
And give you psychic powers so that you can put sugar in your coffee without having to lift a finger. Because you're too busy lighting your cigarette with it.
Yeah, of course. Look, I'm telling you, if I had psychic powers, the first thing I would do is pour sugar on my tea.
Johnny, security's banging off all over. Get a move on!
No trespass. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go. Just give me my gun.
I don't think he's doing very well.
I can't help you, mate. I'm in a cutscene.
Is it someone new?
I mean, I could try calling the radio for help.
I mean, like, that seems like it might be a good idea.
Hello?
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?
Ah.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground. Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
Yeah, but where's the...
We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
But where's Time Splitter's looking guy gone?
They're clearly hiding somewhere.
Beta chamber. Yes, what is this?
I think that's the plus button. We're playing on a Switch controller. That's not the plus button. Is it the minus button?
Ah! Got killed by the hostile denizens of Rapture, you'll be revived live and whole at the last Vita chamber you passed. Some of your health will be restored and you'll always have at least a small amount of Eve. Vita chambers work automatically, there's no need to use one to activate them. So as long as I walk vaguely near them.
Yep, they activate.
Excellent. So I'm basically just being backup cloned or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, interesting. Oh my god, even underwater they have bistros.
Oh, I mean, like... And Finley.
Le Marquis d'Epoque. 5 liqueurs and... Oh, fine liqueurs and tobaccos. I was like, only 5 liqueurs.
I mean, maybe they had trouble importing the liqueurs into Rapture.
Bet one of them's Perno. Ryan doesn't own us. Not your property.
And let us ascend.
Changing attitudes with rhyming platitudes. Okay. Rapture is dead. Okay, right, well, I can only assume that, you know, despite that guy saying, you know, no one will be constrained, that a lot of people are now very much constrained by the fact that they're dead.
Yeah, by the fact that they're dead, or there are, like, Time Splitters 2 enemies running
Or
around.
that they're underwater. Like, out of all the places you could build this sort of, you know, I don't know, sort of, you know, individualistic, you know, utopia, they decided that underwater was the best place.
I mean, where else are you going to build it? In the air? In space?
On the moon?
On the moon?
The frozen wastes of Canada?
I didn't realise... I mean, Canada probably does have
There's a lot
some
of-
frozen
There's
wastes.
a lot of frozen wastes in Canada. None of it.
Like, they're not really wastes if there are people there already, you know?
Yeah.
And Canada's already claimed the frozen wastes.
Oh, damn, actually, yeah.
Just a bit further.
They're not doing that much with it.
How do you like that,
Oh.
Mister?
Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Hello?
Bloody splicer, seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Voices.
Splicers, yes.
Well, I'm glad that that flying robot guy doesn't seem to regard me as a threat. Aha. Dying?
No, I think you're just coughing because there's like lots of dust in front of you.
Get a flashlight or something?
I don't think you do, no.
Things were supposed to work out for me down here.
Ah, no.
Ryan! Where's my brother, son of a
Ah.
bitch?
No, it is somebody. It is a survivor.
But I should have...
Hold on. No, it's only gone a little bit. It's not gone the entire way.
Stop!
Hello? Whoa!
Beat him to death! Beat him to death! Beat him to death! There you
Get
go.
away!
My daddy's smarter than Einstein, stronger than Hercules, and lights a fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Your daddy's getting...
Oh, T is enjoying the adverts.
Okay, 1946. One man's vision, mankind, salvation. Okay. So what? So this has been around for what? So what, for 14 years?
Minimum. Because, like, it's some point in the 1960s that you've come here, right?
Yeah. So it's been around for 14 years by the time of this game, and already it's broken.
I mean, you kind of identified a city under the sea probably isn't a great idea.
Well, just making sure. Man, so who's Captain Bad Ideas of this flaming wreck?
I mean, like, clearly it was the man at the beginning.
Isn't very sure of himself. I'm sure somebody as, you know, self-driven and self-possessed like that wouldn't possibly screw up something this badly. I mean, look at it. He had all the 50s style. He had all the Art Deco.
That's
How
true.
could it possibly go wrong? It was underwater.
You have underwater Art Deco. You could not possibly screw that up.
Electro bolts. Yes, please.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
This is perfectly normal. Okay, more to the point. I like how the guy's like, huh, okay, right, a strange vial of, you know, of red liquid. I know. What's the first thing I should do with it? Stick it into my arm.
Little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on
Adam and Eve.
What could they be?
him. Let's talk weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow, always have been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating.
Oh, blimey. Right, governors. Uh-oh, the big governor.
Glad he didn't accidentally stomp us.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
I don't know about you, but Mr. Bubbles seems like a good guy.
You alright, boyo? First time plasmid's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You now get to shoot people with lightning. Real lightning. It's awesome.
But so you can just wander around, you can just find vending machines and just you know, I feel like being able to shoot lightning from my hands today.
I mean, presumably you'd have to pay with the vending machine money, but this one seems to be broken.
But even so, the idea that you can just go in and just... what if I electrify this TV?
No.
Oh!
No, you can't.
I thought that would change the channel.
Not a bad thought, to be fair. Not a bad thought. But not quite correct.
A Humo tube. No? Okay.
You know what it can do, though?
I'm going to assume that all the pneumo tubes in the game are somehow connected and it's basically your item chest.
No, it's just a mailbox that you're robbing.
Oh, well, that's boring. Whee! Okay.
So yeah, that's how you refresh your plasmids.
Well, this is a situation.
That was the part of the plane.
Oh, hey, plane. Huh. All the seats are empty. Everyone must have gotten out. That's good to know.
Well, as
Hooray.
clumsy as expected, you know?
Either that, or they were eaten by some very, very like,
Hungry sharks.
but sort of neat and precise.
Yeah, exactly.
Particular sharks.
Alright, we're not letting a single drop of blood go to waste.
I think all these airlocks which say secure, but they're not secure. I mean, they're sort of secure, but they're not terribly secure. Rapture is being a disappointment so far.
You should probably grab the blue thingy.
E5 plate. So presumably I shoot out lightning. Whoa! With
Splicer! Give him the combo. Zap him, then whack him. 1-2 punch. Remember, the 1-2 punch.
I mean, the 1-2 punch I am familiar with. The electrify somebody with lightning from your hands I'm not quite so familiar with.
I can control myself. I
Hello.
can.
Oh. Okay, not okay, right.
So, as you've seen there, zap and whack is a fair bit more efficient than just dashing something
So
through.
just the whack. Oh, okay, I should probably move before I get anything else. No. No, maybe not.
Tell Ryan I'm sorry. I won't do it again. No. Call the cops on me?
Oh god, he's on fire.
I was just getting warmed up.
It's Crispin. That's his name. Crispin from Time Splitters 2.
I never really twigged that these guys looked so much like the guys from Time Splitters.
I think there
They
must have
do.
just been a bit of a style around them. When was this from? 2007?
Yeah, around then.
Slightly. Ooh. Okay, so we've got big bands. Okay, independence, liberty, commerce, individualism.
I read that as industrialism, I don't know why.
Wait, but they're just.
No, it's individualism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the last one say? Ascendancy. Creativity.
Yeah, this game's quite good about giving you audio clues about, like, enemies being nearby, usually. So a lot of the time you'll hear something before it actually comes at you. I don't feel like the elevator repairman did a great job here.
Hey guys.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right
No,
now.
well,
But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please. please.
I'm more just perplexed.
I mean, presumably you're pretty unlucky, right? You got in a plane crash.
I think I'm too confused to be conscious of, you know, of my bad luck.
Mommy's gone. And Daddy too. Wait. This is happening before and none. Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not today? Baby
What?
and me,
Oh.
baby and me.
Hey, what in there? Oh.
Because you need to press the button to activate it, to equip it, and then fire it, right?
Oh, right.
If you've got your wrench out, it won't fire immediately.
Changed everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Well, because of plasmids.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, in fairness, you know, if you gave everyone a pound to shoot lightning, I mean...
Real lightning.
Great Chain is guided by our hand.
What is the Great Chain? I don't remember this, so I'm confused about what the Great Chain is. I would like to know more.